So I know like the title is very similar to Life of Pi, but I honestly thought that this game was called Life of P for a while. I know it's based on Pinocchio and Lies of P makes a lot of sense, but I didn't know. I I'm I made a little bit of an oopsie. Press any button. Ah, I didn't close the game properly when I opened it up before. That's my bad. Start a new game. So, obviously, this is kind of a holdover for me until the Elden Ring DLC comes out, but I've heard great things about this. Granted, I think a lot of Souls-like games I've heard good things about. I am not familiar, but I'm assuming Carlo Collodi wrote the original Pinocchio story. And I'm sure I said his last name correctly.
Geppetto's puppet. We need your help.
I also want to say, you don't know how, like, relieved benefit offer. Oh, yeah. All of this good bonus. And get some hats and glasses. Nice. More hats. Winter stuff. We can pretend it's Christmas. And I got a weapon. I was going to say, you don't know how relieved I was that there was not a character creation setting. I'm all for a good character creation, but sometimes I just want to kind of roll with it. You know, I want to just get into it. Having a preset character is fine, and I'm good with it. What? Motivity and technique. I'm assuming technique is just dex, because, you know, I think technique is like what you'd call it in... Yeah. Get a weapon immediately before I'm even supposed to have a weapon. That's a great thing to do. I am gonna probably avoid using this. As much as I like the look of it, it looks pretty cool. But I, probably shouldn't. And then I believe... Obviously, I looked at some of this stuff before. So this all looks like this is, like, active... Is that, like, how much space there is for... Like, defensive parts, it says it up there. But this looks like this is actively equipment with, like, reduction and all that jazz. As far as I can tell, clothing is just aesthetic. And, again, maybe for now, I'll just stick with what we have as default. Well, you know, we'll put that on, obviously. But, for now, we'll just... We'll do what we were supposed to for the intro of the game.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Are you in my heart? As the butterfly? The blue fairy, I presume? I interact with the drinks. Use a good drink. Okay, I need to... I am gonna remove this for now. I think it's... Okay, just the equipment menu. All good. Also, very much looking at this menu setting and how everything is, it's like, oh, it's not just Dark Souls-like, it's very Dark Souls-like. Dark Souls-like compared to Dark Souls Light. Like a roguelite. The naming convention is not difficult.
I see they got Jiminy too. But we have to hurry. My name is Sophia. Please come to Hotel Krat, and I'll explain what's happening. Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
Select your belt, select lower belt, select belt item. Hold to activate extra bag. Gestures, I didn't even look at that. Gestures, let's go. Usable items. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten so excited about gestures. It's clothes. There we go. I'm gonna check that ground. Let's check it right now. Oh man, I should have checked it over here. Wait a minute. Wait. Sorry. riveting stuff, but it's... I'm gonna do a bit. I hope this isn't Jiminy's blood. Haha, good bit, right? Okay, so we... Weapon durability. Got that. Oh, and I just keep pressing down. Oh. Jiminy's just a lovely lantern. And we have that. Well, I don't think I would want that on a belt. How do I know it told me I kind of was rushing a little bit. Amulets seem like talisman slots. I want to move this to that old X menu. That one. What is that? Oh, there's the menu. Do I move down like this? Gotcha. Last resort. Special device that releases all of the P organs energy at once. I like to imagine that's actually pronounced porgans. Dies upon use, so it's the homeward bone that gets you out of a situation, but you lose your souls. The old man feared the possibility of his son failing to awaken properly and going into a frenzy. This initialization device was made as a necessary evil for delicate readjustments. Okay. I guess we'll keep that on that menu. Actually, no. I never use those. Well, and he's always on my belt. We'll move you here. I feel like you shouldn't really be on a quick select menu like this. Use pulse cell to recover HP. Okay, so it's our flasks. There's a maximum number of times pulse cells can be used. When you reach the maximum, the cell will be discharged. If you attack enemies while the cell is discharged, the pulse cell will be gradually charged. The maximum number of times a pulse can be used. When you reach the maximum use of it, it will be discharged. While the cell is discharged, the pulse cell will be gradually charged. Pulse cells use ergo cells that power the porgan. They work with stargazers, and they can also convert the energy from an attack's impact to recharge. So that's cool. We can technically have more than whatever our charge is. And repairs weapon durability. So I guess more like a Monster Hunter situation. Decreases each time you attack enemies with a weapon. Use a grinder to repair your weapons. When durability falls to 0, attack decreases and the weapon cannot be repaired with a grinder. Thus, it is advised to keep an eye on the durability gauge. To those in battle, the grinder is their lifeline. The sharpness of their blade can mean life or death. Thanks. Good lore. I don't know how much lore. Does this have lore? A throne made of gold. A beggar's shabby mat. Their weight may differ, but they are both for sitting. Okay, yeah. Good lore on the gestures. There is a saying in the country of the morning across the sea that goes, even stone bridges should be tapped before crossing. I'm sure that's helpful. I didn't see, actually. Is this a one-time use kind of grinder, or do I have that all the time? Like, these... I guess... Maybe I should just keep moving. Maybe I should just keep going forward. Look at the marvelous puppet show. Sure, we won't see that guy at some point.
Let's get you out of there. Find something that might help.
Get the most loyal servant. How do I run? I figured out how to punch. Is that my melee? Oh, the left arm of steel. It looks like I used up a thing to do that.
But the streets are not safe. Arm yourself with one of the weapons over there. It'll be helpful on your way to the hotel.
Path of the Cricket. Balance. I like how they called it dexterity and strength in here to make it a bit more convenient. Instead of technique and whatever the other one was called. Motivity. I guess motivity is strength. I'm gonna assume a quality build is not the best solution. I also probably should have looked to see what the other stuff was. Vitality, I'm gonna assume is just health. Vigor is stamina. And I don't know what advancer capacity is. Can I leave? Nope. So I'm gonna roll with it. Maybe because I have the halberd and because I'm a bit of a twink, I feel like going dexterity. What was the weapon, though? It's like a handle and blade combination kind of thing. Can you, like, mix them up? Well, I don't love poke weapons, but we'll just go with it. Why not? I mean, obviously we can switch it up. Okay, so... Ooh. I like that little hop back. I'm curious as to how the other weapons change up. Based on, not change up, but, you know, like, what their movesets are like. And what exactly the handle and blade entails. Like, it looks like I kind of can't do anything with that. Aw, man. The cool glaive is stronger. It's actually a lot stronger. Fable Arts. So, like, weapon display. Does it tell me anything? Stab an enemy in front of you multiple times. Storm stab costs 3. Oh, and then the weapons have a different amount of, like, charge that they do for those pulse cells. As well as filling up the Fable charge. A lot of stuff that I probably should not be looking at as much. Like, it's a lot of information. What is with the, shift here? It doesn't really look like it shifts it to anywhere special. It doesn't, like, switch. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing with that. And then it looks like we might get different arms. That one's scales with the other stuff. So advance is a different type of scaling. Eventually, I just won't look at menu options. It's fine. Look how beautiful I am. Such a pretty little boy. That doesn't tell me what I want to know. Okay. Let's just go. Let's just go. That fist takes a lot of juice. Oh, and that's blocking. Dodge. Oh, yep, and then run with that. Perfect. Yo, what up, dude? Special attack. And then charge it. He loves it. Man, that, like, quick R2 seems very lovely to have that backup available. I saw you. You can't hide from me. Not bad. Grand Exposition. Ah, pulse cells. Alright, recover HP, maximum number of times can be used. When you reach the maximum, the cell will discharge. You attack enemies while the cell is discharged. Will gradually charge. So it sounds like the charging only happens when it's completely depleted. Am I understanding that correctly? Haha, rear dodge. Nailed it. Nailed it. I'm great at dodging. Did I do like a cool, like, skitter dodge? Ow. Good thing I have healing items. Maybe I should try blocking. Yep. Oh, he delayed. Alright. So, like, I don't know. Should I just top off immediately to try to start charging up? Or go fragment. I'm assuming that's a, like a soul canister. You know, like you hold the souls in it without having... I don't know if you drop souls in this, but I'm really assuming. Yeah, obtain plus 100. Mysterious power stone that can be found in Krat. Geppetto's puppets can absorb Orgo and turn it into power. Orgo is both a power source and currency in Krat. Even small pieces can be put to good use in the city. Throwing objects. Cogwheel is common sight. Can be thrown to draw in enemy attention. So pebbles. Even worthless items can become useful if you collect them. Everything becomes useful in battle in the paralyzed city. That's a sick name. Made to supplement puppet abilities. Rapidly charged Fable. Okay, this one does say it's a consumable compared to basic items, so I'm assuming then that means that I can do this. Oh, that's sick. That's stylish. I think that was shown in like promotional art. And yeah, you can just do this forever. It kind of seems like you can walk with it too. It looked like the bar gradually increased. So I'd imagine like in the middle of combat, it's kind of something you would just have to work your way up when you can. Okay. Guess we're gonna look for train station keys. Guard, yeah. You can block enemy attacks. If your guard is successful, your character will take reduced damage, will consume stamina. The reduced damage will be transferred to guard regain. Guard regain accumulates but gradually decreases over time. While you have guard regain, you can attack enemies to recover HP. Oh, sick. Oops. I got a little carried away. Was there, I think there was... Guide. I saw this before. What was... Oh, perfect guard. If guard succeeds right before being hit, it triggers a perfect guard. When perfect guard is successful, you will not receive damage. Only stamina is consumed. You can use perfect guard to destroy an enemy's weapon or put the enemy in a staggerable status. That's cool. I like destroying their weapons. I see you up there. I think I see someone else over there. Book it. Wahoo! I don't know if you wanted me to, like, guard a bullet. I'm assuming that's a possibility. Alright, so yeah, we have, like, a cool regain feature. That's a decent way to incentivize actually using your... I'm gonna top off. To incentivize using guard. Because otherwise I would mostly, like, trying to be sneaky, buddy? You trying to be a little sneaky boy, saying go get the item? It's fine. I'm not gonna sneak up on you. Usually I would prefer to try to go for dodging. Damn it. I know okay. I'm just trying to get it perfect. It's not really perfect, is it? I'm just trying to get a perfect one, and I'm not really doing a great job of timing that. I was gonna say, no, obviously I should be just attacking immediately to get some regain off of the normal block, but I was like, now's a great time to test it out. So I have the Fable. I have one that I can use to do a thing with L1 plus triangle, but I don't know how to actually see what that even does. Because, like, when I look at this menu, stab enemy in front of you multiple times. Does that help? Guard parry. There we go. Time the enemy's attack correctly to deflect it and trigger a powerful attack. Okay. So it's an extra kind of guard. Obviously, I'm great at doing that since I wasn't able to get a perfect one. A rapier blade that specializes in sharp thrusts. The long light blade is well suited for hit and runs. People with cold hearts began wandering Krat long ago. Everyone welcomed the changes that brought wealth, but they were bound to pay the price. Handle made to reflect the client's tastes. This handle, meant for a weapon used for duels, is elaborately engraved. The petrification disease swallowed everyone inside a winter crystal. Okay. A little bit of a lore dump there that I don't understand. One has no choice but to take up that sword in order to not to freeze. Weird. So yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know what does what, I guess, as far as, like, the combination goes. Gonna be interesting to see what that really entails when we can mix and match. I mean, it looks like our special moves are attached to them, but I would hope that it's a bit more than that. Oh, is this a backstab opportunity? Can I crouch? Yeah, rear fatal attack. And that charges up my goo a bit. Hearing noises. That seems like a fella. I was gonna say this seems like a corner, but he's just here. That only gives us an extra charge. So it doesn't, like, fill up everything. I mean, that's still neat, because that means we can persist if we're good. But I thought maybe it would give us, like, all of our charges back. Note. If anyone finds this note, get out of the station and run. Be sure to steer clear of the waiting room. I saw a huge puppet smashing people to death in there. Yeah. I saw that fella. I wonder if he has the key. Hello, welcome to Wendy's. Can I take your order, please? See, I said Wendy's because it's topical at the moment. Dash. Do we have dash attacks? Is that what you're telling me? Kind of. At least it, like, goes into it well enough. Yeah, you get, like, the double if you dash. And then it says we can do a jump, too. Wow. Whoa. Doesn't seem like you really need a running jump, either. Or not much of one. I wonder if I should try to use... That's a pretty good fist. Granted, I could have just backstabbed. Do we have a jump attack? Yeah, it makes sense why you wouldn't. It's kind of a... I don't know, like, it's a rough kind of attack to lean into. Hey, buddy. You want some? I see you were tricking me. Do I have any way to recharge my fisting weapon? I know I had a thing that lets me do more with the, really should not have walked in here. I figured they already tried to trick me once. They wouldn't do it again so soon. I know we had one for the Fable art. Ergo is life. Chamber of Machina Workshop. I really should be looking at more of these posters. I'm sure they have loads of lore. Lock device. These are doors and ladders all throughout Krat that are locked by devices. You can unlock these doors to go down the ladders to create shortcuts. Let's go shortcuts. I like how they put an item there to kind of get you like real next to it in case you didn't quite get what gate. Was this that thing that I saw before? Yep. Perfect. Which is good because when I die to this boss, we haven't really like hit. I'm assuming the checkpoint would just be where we started. That's not what I want to do. Probably should, whoa. I don't know if I want to... I was hoping for a little bit of a backstabby stab. Be a little careful. Ooh. Yeah, great time to try to test that out, isn't it? I'm a little afraid to try to block, especially because I'm not doing so hot. See? Not doing so hot. I wanted to go for the heavy into a back. Liar die. What a funny death indicator. Liar die. Okay, so yeah, right here. Where am I? Oh, I'm alive. Alright. In my defense, I have no defense. I'll just try harder. Get you guys out of the way. I do think using the like Monster Hunter weapon durability feature is a pretty neat idea. Obviously, that guy wasn't like a crazy boss. He seems like he's a normal enemy that we'll run into later. But it, for like real boss fights, it seems like it could be a pretty neat kind of thing to manage. My hope is that there's a little bit of an indication that your durability is starting to run out before you accidentally make a mistake. Is my, chimney on? Yeah, okay. Probably gonna just keep that on forever, unless if it turns out that that affects anything. I also have no Fable anymore. But I can retrieve my souls. What's with the name Ergo? Well, I was gonna try to do a block, but... yeah, do I have any? The guard one seems weird. Oh, I have plenty. Did they give me a bunch? Let's go nuts. He loves it. He loved how nuts I went. Oh. Hold for charge attacks. Staggerable. While you are attacking, a white outline will appear around an enemy's HP bar. When this happens, you can make the enemy staggered with a charge attack or a Fable Art. It's cool of you to have that tutorial while I'm being assaulted. Fatal attacks, face staggered enemies, and R1. Okay. Neat. Give it to me. I like how there's a little indicator on the, oh. Nailed it. First try. That went a lot better. I didn't even have to heal. Maybe if I had just went into it and wasn't afraid, I would have had a much easier time. What was I saying? The target reticle, I like how it changes to indicate that you can do, like, a visceral attack with, the R1. Visceral attack. Yeah, so this is a upgrade to defense, but weighs some. Basic frame made by the workshop Union. It's a part that reinforces puppet frames made with standard dimensions. The item was made in the puppet workshop for the purpose of improving strength while limiting the weight increase as much as possible. However, its weight is significantly greater than the standard version. I can put that on, that's fine. No issues, more defense, always grand. So I was gonna, like, put out the extreme theory that Mr. Pinocchio here wasn't actually a puppet, because he's far too pretty to be a puppet, compared to, like, you know, everyone else that's clearly mechanical. I guess, like, you know, puppet as far as robots are concerned. That seems to be the thing here. But if we're shoving puppet parts inside of ourselves, I can't imagine that theory really holds much weight. Ah, the outside world. Welcome to Krat, the paralyzed city. I want to know why it's called that. Probably just because everything's, a little rough, I would assume.